Welcome to Current Affairs. Today we'll be discussing the points that are related to SEBI, Indian Oil Corporation, and very recent judgment that is given by the Supreme Court of India with respect to the termination of the pregnancy, which is of this 26 weeks old. Of course, Supreme Court not given the permission, but why? So we'll see all these things. So first of all, I would like to show you a question that is related to SEBI. It stands for Securities and Exchange Board of India. So as we all know that this SEBI was created in the year, established in the year 1988. So later it has been provided the statutory status, and today SEBI is functioning under the SEBI Act. So, and with respect to the chairman of the SEBI, always there in the news. As we all know that the SEBI is a market watchdog. So what are all the shares that are happening in the market, and all the companies that are present in the market today, they must operate only after the permission is given by the SEBI. And so with respect to SEBI, we discussed so many number of times, but I would like to show you a question which is a latest one, and try to look at the question. So then we'll go ahead. Have a look at the question, please. Who of the following is the chairman of SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India? A. UK Sinha. Kindly remember, all these days it was UK Sinha, and very recently, so he has been replaced. He has been replaced by option B, that is Ajay Tyagi, right? And if you look at Mr. S.A. Dave, he was the first chairman of SEBI. Kindly remember, as a part of current affairs, they may ask you who is the present chairman of SEBI. Then you will be going for the answer as Ajay Tyagi. And there may be a question which is a part of general knowledge, that is GK. Who was the first chairman of SEBI? So then your answer should be S.A. Dave. Am I clear? So whenever you are reading any question, whenever you are looking at the any point, so you are expected to look at each point in different angles. Number one, so who is the current one? Clear? Number two, so who was the first person who occupied this position? Clear? And with respect to this gentleman, Mr. Ajay Tyagi, so he is an IAS officer. And with respect to the term of the chairman of SEBI, that is either 5 years or till he attains the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. So this gentleman is 59 years old now, and he will be continuing for this 5 years. Meaning, so he is going to complete 5 years term before he attains the age of 65, right? And next important point, which I remember I discussed with you in the earlier classes also, that the appointment of the SEBI chairman is decided by very high level committee, that is called Appointments Committee of Cabinet, right? And who is the chairman of Appointments Committee of Cabinet? I already told you in the beginning also, in the earlier classes, the answer is the Prime Minister. That is the reason why, so whenever you are reading something, read the whole. Am I clear? So now you know who is the, when the SEBI was established, and you also know who is the present chairman of SEBI, and you know who was the first chairman of SEBI, right? And who appoints SEBI chairman, right? And who is the head of the Appointments Committee of Cabinet? Answer is the Prime Minister. Clear? And at the same time, you also came to know the term of office of SEBI chairman. Am I clear? So kindly remember these points, and from today onwards it is Mr. Ajay Tyagi. Look at this. All these days it was UK Sinha, right? So meaning Ajay Tyagi has replaced Mr. UK Sinha. Look at this, right? Okay, next. Look at this. SEBI stands for Securities and Exchange Board of India. It was established in the year 1988. This is called market watchdog. So in any examination tomorrow, you may get a question. Which of the following institutions is called a market watchdog? Answer is SEBI, right? Securities and Exchange Board of India. And this gentleman, he's an IAS and he belongs to 1984 batch and Himachal Pradesh cadre. Look at this. The term of the SEBI chairman is either 5 years or till he attains the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. And the appointment is approved by the Appointments Committee of Cabinet. Appointments Committee, please. Yeah, Committee of Cabinet. And note the ACC, Appointments Committee of a Cabinet, is headed by the Prime Minister. Right? Now, see here with respect to last month current affairs, February current affairs. So they have already been uploaded in our site, and you may please start reading those things. You already listened to all the current affairs of last month. So now, so the document is available for you, and you may please read that. Read each point very carefully. Right? Next. So when it comes to let me talk to you with respect to the Supreme Court. Very recently also, I think a few days back, we discussed in one of the rulings, the Supreme Court permitted a 23 weeks this pregnancy can be terminated. So because that particular that particular continuation of the pregnancy was fatal to both the fetus and also the mother. But otherwise, under this existing act, so beyond this 20 weeks you cannot go for the termination. So aborting is not permitted, right? And it was permitted at the this 23 weeks of the fetus. So that was permitted. The law does not permit, but when the judiciary interferes and that is permitted, and the abortion was also done successfully to save the life of the mother, right? In the similar manner, so very recently another case has come to the Supreme Court, and it is just similar to that case only. So the this prenatal diagnostic test, it has confirmed that the fetus is suffering from the Down syndrome. Clear? What is this Down syndrome? I'll tell you. So with the Down syndrome, what will happen? So after the fetus is after the child is delivered, then what will happen? So that child will have the lower intellectual capabilities, and everything is delayed. But that is not fatal. And in this particular case, what happened? The doctors have diagnosed that the child is going to have the Down syndrome. So during the time, the parents have approached the Supreme Court and requested the Supreme Court for giving the permission for the termination of the fetus, the pregnancy. Supreme Court said no. Because in this particular case, it is neither fatal to the fetus nor to the mother. Clear? So this is not harmful. So that is the reason why Supreme Court has not given the permission. So meaning is simple. Though the cases look alike, the decisions of the court will be varying from this case to case. In the earlier case, what I discussed with you, during that time, there will be it was very harmful to this fetus and also the mother. But in this case, so there is nothing like any fatal to neither to fetus nor to the so-called this mother. That is the reason why Supreme Court rejected the petition, and the parents must go ahead with that one. But the child is going to have the Down syndrome. What is this Down syndrome, first of all? So Down syndrome is a genetic disorder. Down syndrome is a genetic disorder. And what exactly is this? So in this child, what will happen? So there is a presence of the extra chromosome. How many chromosomes we have? In every cell of the human body. So there are 23 pairs of the chromosomes. 23 into 2, that is 46. Clear? Every person will have this 46 chromosomes, otherwise 23 pairs in every cell. So but when it comes to this a person who is suffering from this Down syndrome, that person will have an extra chromosome. Clear? The chromosome number 21. Two, there will be an addition of a part, extra part, or the total chromosome will be there. So that is called trisomy, trisomy 21. So that is nothing but the Down syndrome, and it happens very rarely, and this is a genetical disorder. Clear? So that is the point number one. But kindly remember, in every human being, we have 23 pairs, or these 46 chromosomes, and out of this or 23 pairs, right? So this 22 pairs are common in both male and female. They are called autosomes. They are called autosomes, and one pair is different. That is called sex chromosomes, and that sex chromosomes will determine the sex of the so-called this baby, right? So these are the basic things. But the point is that the Supreme Court has rejected the petition on this. Am I clear? Now, I'll show you the document now. Have a look at this. Look at this. The apex court said that aborting a 20 plus week fetus can be allowed only in cases where there is a danger to the life of the mother or the fetus. Medical reports of the 26-week-old fetus said the woman's child may suffer from physical and mental problems with low intelligence, but there was no physical risk to the mother in continuation of the pregnancy. Right? And of course, this is related to the Down syndrome. Please have a look at this. This is also known as a trisomy 21. This is a genetic disorder caused by the presence of all or part of a third copy of a chromosome 21. Please, please, please remember this. So this is typically associated with the physical growth delays, characteristic facial features, and mild to moderate intellectual disability. Right? Next, look at this. I would like to say something about this Indian Oil Corporation Limited, IOCL. Now the question is, who of the following is the chairman of Indian Oil Corporation Limited? You can look at the names. A. Mr. B. Ashok, Sanjeev Singh, Biswajit Rai, and Arundhati Bhattacharya. Right. So kindly remember, as of now, this is Mr. Ashok, right? And very soon he is going to be replaced by, from May he is going to be replaced by, this is Sanjeev Singh. But again, kindly remember, so this is the public sector enterprise, right? And with respect to appointment of the people to the top positions in the public sector enterprises, again the decision has to be taken by the Appointments Committee of Cabinet. And very recently, the name of Mr. Sanjeev Singh has been approved by Appointments Committee of Cabinet, which is headed by the Prime Minister of India. Right? But as of now, kindly remember this one. Tomorrow in any examination, if you get this, the answer will be Ashok, Mr. Ashok. But very soon from May onwards, this is going to be Sanjeev Singh. I'm just giving you, this information well in advance. Am I clear? But when it comes to this appointment of the people to the top position in the public sector units, a separate body has been created, and where you have the 8 members. And this particular body responsibility is to screen the people and send the final list to the so-called the Appointments Committee of Cabinet. And so that what will happen, it becomes easy for the Prime Minister and his colleagues in that particular committee so to look at the this credentials of these people and appoint the suitable person to the respective position. That is the reason why 8 people were interviewed by this particular committee, and finally that board has recommended few names, and out of those few names, finally the Appointments Committee of Cabinet has finalized Mr. Sanjeev Singh. Clear? So entire information I'll show it to you. Kindly have a look at this. Right. Who of the following is the chairman of the Indian Oil Corporation Limited? Look at this. As of now, it is Mr. B. Ashok. Look at this. Look at this. The Appointments Committee of Cabinet has finalized the name of Sanjeev Singh as the new chairman, and he is going to take over from Mr. B. Ashok in May 2017. He was selected for the top job after the Government Headhunters Public Enterprise Selection Board. Kindly remember, this is PESB, deliberately constituted for this particular purpose. And this PSEB interviewed 8 candidates. Later, the name was finalized by, this ACC, Appointments Committee of Cabinet. And general information, IOCL was established in the year 1959, and the headquarters is located in New Delhi. And with respect to PSEB, this functions under the ministry, under the Department of Personnel and Training, under the Ministry of the, this Personnel and Training. So please remember this one. And this is the ministry that is headed directly by the Prime Minister of India. Am I clear? Kindly make a note of this. PSEB functions under the Department of Personnel and Training. Next. Look at this. PSEB has been established in the year 1987 with the objective of evolving a sound managerial policy for central public sector enterprises and also to advise the government on appointment to their top management posts. The same thing is being done for quite long period of time. The same procedure is being followed, and now for IOCL it recommended few names, and out of that Mr. Sanjeev Singh has been picked up. He is going to be the new chairman for IOCL. Okay, and kindly make a note of this. The current chairman for PESB is Mr. Sanjay Kothari. All right, and important one. At any time, this may be a question in any examination, and you know the answer already. Kindly look at the question and come to a conclusion. The goods and services tax will be implemented from April 1st, May 1st, June 1st, July 1st of 2017. Answer is July 1st. July 1st, 2017. Everything is done. So this is going to be implemented from option D, that is July 1st. Am I clear? And I have one more question. It's a general question, very regularly asked in the examination. You may be aware of this. Mughal Gardens is located in Rashtrapati Nilayam, Rashtrapati Bhavan, 7 Kalyan Marg. Previously it was called 7 RCR, Racecourse Road, right? And Raj Bhavan, Chennai. And you must be aware of this. Answer is the Rashtrapati Bhavan, right? Rashtrapati Bhavan. And kindly make a note of this. It was designed by Sir Edwin Lutyens in 1917. Exactly 100 years back. Okay, so that's all for the day, and I'll see you tomorrow. So with more current affairs, right? So thank you so much, and I wish you all very, very, very good luck. Thank you.